Let the bot battle begin. Last season's number 32 seed versus a bot that really should have made the tournament last season. And both bots have been flipped over. Mad Catter can self-right, Extinguisher cannot, though they have lost one of their wedges. Mad Catter throws Extinguisher into the screws. That was a great shot there. Extinguisher now able to escape and able to retaliate, flipping Mad Catter over. Extinguisher starting to go on the offensive here after those initial struggles, and there's a solid shot. That disc of Extinguisher is powerful. There, put Mad Catter in the screws again. Extinguisher just way ahead so far. Could Mad Catter recover and get the shots like they did earlier in the fight? And it's not looking that way. Extinguisher continuing their attack. As Mad Catter getting flipped over and over and over again. Extinguisher just keeps getting underneath. And that's over. Wow. Extinguisher, despite being flipped over at the end, will win that fight because the pit is an instant KO where we have to count out Extinguisher. So Mad Catter was knocked out before Extinguisher, technically speaking. Mad Catter got the edge early in that fight though. However, Extinguisher just, once they got back up, they just kept hitting and hitting and hitting. Mad Catter could really do nothing to stop them after that. That resulted in the pitting of Mad Catter. The bot battle begin. Gingerbread getting underneath J-Dragon. Oh jeez. J-Dragon kind of jumps a bit, but Gingerbread goes right back in. And J-Dragon's stable now, but Gingerbread looking to destabilize J-Dragon. They're getting underneath early, getting in control. Good performance by the rookie so far. J-Dragon, how well did they do last season? I forgot. Did they go 2-2? I think it went 2-2. I can't remember though. Yeah, J-Dragon, and they're landing some decent hits, but they're just getting flung around by Gingerbread for the most part. And bopped around. That weapon is not doing too much damage, though those wedges are fairly vulnerable. If J-Dragon can rip those off, then he can easily win this fight. However, Gingerbread is making that very difficult on him, and now putting the angle spinner into the screws. Nice job there. J-Dragon falls back out, the screws successfully reverse, and the fight continues, but Gingerbread always slams J-Dragon into the wall, but has lost one of his wedges and lost the other one. So the only thing remaining is that center lifter that's preventing J-Dragon from winning this fight. Okay, J-Dragon has a lifter of his own, but he needs that wedge gone. Gingerbread holding up for now, but there it goes. As the middle lifter has come off, and J-Dragon flips him over. Down way behind on points, J-Dragon finds a way to come back and get the knockout over the rookie. Oh, J-Dragon does in fact win that fight, though it was kind of rough for them. They just got beaten around a lot by Gingerbread. Credit to the rookie lifter. They performed extremely well. They got J-Dragon destabilized. They got him in the screws a couple of times. They just kept control over and over again. But once that ram happened, the fight started to turn. The wedges of Gingerbread started to come off. And eventually the lifter was ripped off by J-Dragon, and the veteran capitalized, getting underneath and flipping Gingerbread over for the knockout. Let the bot battle begin. A completely redesigned robot and a rather absurd rookie, Hypershock and Deep 6. Well, it's Hypershock getting the advantage on Deep 6 early. That weapon not making great contact, but now Hypershock's weapon is broken early. Deep 6 lands a critical first blow, disabling Hypershock's primary weapon, but he's going to have to do more than that. He's going to have to break through that wedge to get to the chassis and really do some serious damage over Hypershock. It's easily the lower bot here, and Deep 6's ability to self-right is being put to the test. Hypershock is doing what it can to try and help out Deep 6, losing the rest of its weapon in the process. Though Deep 6 does self-right, it just keeps bouncing off of Hypershock's front, and it's going to keep getting turned over. It's not going well. Oh, jeez, now Deep Six almost entirely down the pit. They are able to escape, and Deep Six just get rammed again and again. It's not going well for the rookies here. It's going significantly better for Hypershock, but they need a way. Without the weapon, they don't really have a way to kill Deep Six. Oh, jeez, but they've been throwing Deep Six all around the box, but that rookie has proven incredibly resilient to Hypershock's rams. In fact, the wedge is still somehow on it, but Deep Six is primarily intact. Oh, Deep Six just obliterates their own wedge, but now I'd say that gives Deep Six more of an advantage, since now their weapon is going to be able to hit Hypershock a bit more directly. It now seems like Deep Six is stuck in Hypershock, and that Hypershock pulls Deep Six out of the pit, and he's just driving around. Now he's just trying to get Deep Six unstuck from him, and he does so. Deep Six doing what they can to try and get back up, and they do so. And for all that power that Vertical Spinner possesses, we have not seen much of it. Deep Six just is deflecting away. Hypershock gets to the side and throws Deep Six out of the arena. Well, Hypershock had the edge throughout that entire fight. They were just controlling Deep Six. The weapon was not doing much. Well, Hypershock's weapon didn't do anything at all. It just broke early. With Deep Six's weapon, other than that, it didn't do anything. Deep Six will have to figure out better ways to try and reach what their opponent then has. Because Hypershock was just able to control. Both weapons were really... No, Deep Six's weapon was hurting Deep Six more than it was Hypershock, and eventually Hypershock got to the side and threw Deep Six out. Let the bot battle begin. A bit less intensity than Hypershock and Deep Six were expecting. Now Scorpio just flips Rusty over on his back. Rusty can't self-right from that position, and Scorpio's just burying him in the corner between the pit and screw mounting. Well, I think that's gonna be it. Rusty can't get up. Scorpio's just gonna take the free win, basically. The countdown started. Scorpio's not going to do anything more than that. They're just going to take the knockout win, move to 1-0. Perfectly fine by them. That fight was just over with Scorpio's getting Rusty into the screws, and yeah, it was just done from there. Let the main event begin as the final fight of the first round of... I didn't say this, but it's going to be four fights this season. I'm actually going to do that. Yes, I am a fool. Now Biohazard able to pin unnecessary violence, and using that lifter, leveraging under that spinner, getting them up on the screws, getting them stuck, and now flipping them over. What a move by Biohazard. Decisive striking early. Now putting unnecessary violence in the corner, trying to get them in the pit for a statement win. And they have. Well, Biohazard with an absolutely beautifully timed lift, getting underneath the chin of unnecessary violence, picking it up, and putting them in the screws a little bit before finally flipping them over. They push them into the corner before taking them out of the main arena and into the pit for a dominant first win.